first word. What's up, everybody? VJ&X, the Big Vanilla Funny, the Big Vanilla Sports Talk Poppy, with another explosive episode of VJ Said What I Said right here on Infanity TV. And before we go any further, please make sure you go to YouTube, go to Infanity TV, click, subscribe, like, share, tell your boys, and your boys, and all your baby mamas and baby daddies to make sure they tune into our network. We got some great things. It ain't just the Big Vanilla over here. It's some real stuff popping over here, man. So make sure you go do that. Also, follow us on infinitytv.com. You can find us on Twitter also. All right. So as always, I'm VJ&X, the Big Vanilla Funny. I have a great explosive show lined up for you guys. As always, we'll go through word of the day. Then I got a new surprise segment. I mean, it ain't new to me. I came up with it like 2 years ago. But I'm going to unleash it onto the world today. New segment today. NBA free agency is popping. NCAA tournaments. Selection Sundays on Sunday. NBA is going down. You NFL free agents. There's so much going on in sports right now. We're going to try to cram it in about 40, 42 minutes for y'all. All right, so y'all sit back tight and let's go, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. So let's start off with word of the day. The word of today for this week is manifest. If anybody knows, last night was the blood rising moon. The Virgo moon was in retro last night. And I am a very proud Virgo, September born baby. And as some friends and some people, some very important people in my life to me, reached out to me and said, I think you need to get in on this. I think you need to do this. You need to follow this, man. You're going through some stuff. You got some good stuff going on, but you got some other stuff going on too. I think you need this. But the word that kept popping up with all of this, everything I was thumbing through and scrolling through, was the word manifest. Then I started actually getting into my word yesterday. Started reading the Bible, started doing some spiritual growth, some spiritual meditation. The word kept popping up yesterday, manifest. You have to manifest things in life. As the great philosophers of the world have always said, as a man or woman shall speak, so shall their path go. You speak things into existence. If you say you can't afford something, guess what, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? You ain't never going to have it. If you show up to happy hour with your homeboy and he walk up to you and y'all dap each other up and you look around, you go, man, it's dead. Ain't no girls in here. You automatically start to look around and you won't find no good looking women because you already manifested that it's dead and that there's nothing in here. Same thing happens in sports. And what I'm going to do with the word of the day today is I'm going to apply it to me. I'm going to make it applicable to the Big Vanilla Funny VJ&X. I'm not going to give you guys a bunch of life stories. I've done that. Not going to try to tie it into a lot of sports situations that's going on right now. I've done that. I wanted to stir the pot and sprinkle a little different VJ sauce on the show today. So I'm going to use today's word of the day, and I'm going to tell you what I want to manifest myself in sports. The first thing I want to manifest is the Miami Dolphins not doing stupid stuff in the front office like signing Zach Wilson, the kid at BYU, who I said was a major mistake for them bum-ass Jets to draft. Sign him as the backup to my man Uso, my man Tua Tagovailoa, a.k.a. Oos. Sign him as the backup. Front office, Greer, what are you doing? Now, everyone knows me, might be out there right now saying, VJ, you don't care about backups. You said there's no such thing as a good backup. That's true. I do believe that. I do not believe there's such thing as a good backup. You were just the 33rd and worst quarterbacks in the league because there's 32 teams, and if you're a backup, that means you're not a starter. So there's 32 teams that don't think you can start for them, so you have to be somebody else's backup, so you can't be that good. That's almost like, what's the best, worst pizza you've ever had? Well, it's pizza, man. It's like sex. It's good whether it's bad or good. It doesn't matter. It's pizza, right? It's the same thing. Backup quarterbacks that doesn't compute to that. But for the Dolphins to make this move and sign a guy who shows he can't play. I don't care about backups, but I at least want one that some people thought could play past when everybody saw that they couldn't play. Like, there were people that thought Zach Wilson can play. That's why he got drafted so high. But once you saw he couldn't play, you can't just keep thinking he can play. The kid can't. And you sign him. So I'm going to manifest my beloved Miami Dolphins not to do any more stupid-ass signings this free agency. Can you do that for me, please? I'm on national radio. You guys are making me look bad, okay? I'm working out here hard in LA at all the sports venues moving around. So everybody knows where my allegiance is. Everybody knows how much I love my Dolphins. You're making me look bad because there's people that love to come up to me and go, how's that concussion going for your guy? What do you call him? Uso? How's that going? I have to deal with that. So I'm going to manifest Miami Dolphins not to do that anymore. Don't make any more stupid ass signings and moves in free agency. Help a brother out. Excuse me. Another thing I want to manifest. Can we manifest in the world? Talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Cleveland Cavaliers in the NBA. Can we please manifest that? I want to manifest. I'm going to speak that into existence because Charles Barkley had some comments and Kendrick Perkins had a response, and then someone said this and someone said that. We're going to get into this a little later in the show too. A lot of this stuff is foolish, it's stupid, it's immature, it's dumb, it's not constructive at all, and it doesn't need to be done. We need to stop doing that and get back to talking about sports. But you're talking about a team who is 54-12. That's a great record, right? That's Jordan Bulls type stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's the Heatles type stuff. That's Kobe and Shaq type stuff. That's Kobe without Shaq type stuff. That's, once they got Gasol and Bynum and Phil came back and they had their kumbaya moment from the book that he wrote where he called him immature and uncoachable. I don't know how uncoachable Kobe was at that time too. Because I remember when Shaq was out, Phil went to him and asked him to take over and kind of carry it, and Kobe did that. He was averaging like 33 points a night. Then Shaq came back and he told him, we got to calm down or we're going to lose the big fella. And he did it. That's not uncoachable. That's called probably being able to be coached really, really well. He did that before Phil wrote the book, so there's some contradicting things there. Anyway, as we shove that to the side. But if you look at this Oklahoma City team, they got stars. They play well. They're well coached. They have a great, great small market fan base that will get behind them and that will support them. Can we please get off the narratives? Can we please get off the storylines? Can we please in the NBA get off the what ifs? I tell everybody all the time, you guys know my saying, if was an eighth, we'd all be high. Because that's all people say. If. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. I can't stand that. So let's talk about two teams right now that are 55-10. Oh, by the way, the Cleveland Cavaliers have won. Not one, not two, not three, not cuatro, not cinco, not siete, none of that. 15. They're up to 15 in a row. I can't count to 15 in Spanish. That's why I cut it short with the 15. Don't make fun of me. Listen, this team's won 15 in a row. They're over 50 games. They've only lost 10 times this year. They have like a bona fide championship team. You guys are going to be pissed when the Cavs or OKC wins the championship because that's what's going to happen this year. Oh, the Boston Celtics. Those are the only three teams, guys, I think got a shot. So why don't we manifest talking about them? Be honest with yourself. When is the last time you guys have heard, when's the last time you heard Boston being talked about other than the Jason Tatum, LeBron, James, elbow, whatever elbow was it? I haven't heard nothing on the national scale of talk radio and TV about the Boston Celtics. They're the defending NBA champions, and they've played in 2 of the last 4 finals, I believe, because the Golden State Warriors beat them in 6, I believe, 2 or 3 years ago. But we're not even talking about the defending champions. No. We're talking about Lakers, 4th seed, Golden State, 6th seed. Like, Sir Charles, he was really right about that. But at the end of the day, we can change the narrative. And we need to get rid of the narrative. And I am manifesting that some of these things start to happen in sports. And what I'm also going to do is manifest to a quick break right here. And we'll be right back. And we're going to get into some NFL free agency. I'm going to tell you guys what I think is the most underrated biggest move made in free agency so far. All that is coming up more with VJ Vernon Husky, the Big Vanilla Funny, the Big Vanilla Sports Talk. Poppy, I said what I said. Infanity TV. Swerve. I'm gonna have y'all all doing this, Roger. People gonna see me at games and be like, hey, VJ, swerve. That's the new thing. Welcome back, VJ Said What I Said, Infanity TV. And as always, really quick, guys, make sure you go to YouTube, Infanity TV, also Big Vanilla Funny, Vessel Sports on YouTube. Click, like, subscribe, and share. Okay, let's get into some NFL free agency moves right there. Anybody that knows me and know me all my life know football's king with me. I don't care if it's Pop Warner. I used to defend the XFL. I watch the USFL sometimes. College football, high school football. I coach high school football. Shout out Birmingham. I just follow football. I love football, so I love this time of year. There's never an off season to me. To me, football is a year-round sport. I tell people all the time, the NFL starts for me after the first and second, maybe third biggest free agent in the NBA, which is always 4th of July week, right? When that guy signed, I'm done with the NBA. I am on to football. It's not even training camp but I like to get my mind set for training camp, like the players are getting set to show up at training camp. So now we are in free agency. So I just want to run down some names, some guys that have signed some places, a lot of backup quarterbacks. Awesome. Gone to some places, some running backs. And then I want to tell you guys what I think was the biggest surprise deal, in my opinion, right now. And I'll just tell you guys off the top. If you guys haven't seen it, A.J. Dillon, former Boston College 2,000-yard running back beast, was with the Packers for his first rookie contract in NFL, has signed with the Philadelphia Eagles. And that is huge. You're talking about a team that ran for over 3,100 yards last year and has Saquon Barkley put up 2K himself and should have broke the record if they didn't sit him in week 18, the last week of the year, and then went on to win the Super Bowl this year. And you're going to add a bell cow back like that size, that strength. A.J. Dillon is 6 feet, 6'1", 225, 230, and you're putting that with Saquon? Goodness gracious. You know who's the happiest quarterback in the NFL today? Mr. Jalen Hurts. Not only because he just won a Super Bowl, African-American black winning man winning a Super Bowl as a quarterback, not because he was the Super Bowl MVP. Just now he's looking like, okay, I ain't got to run it all next year. Like, we can just do the tush push, and that's it. If I scramble and see something like I was doing in the Super Bowl, tearing KC's ass apart, that's it. But as far as me having to, like, RPO run, man, cut that out. Take that out the playbook. I got 2 horses to hand the ball. Some of you guys may be saying, oh, no, VJ, they got Kenneth Gainwell. Got to keep up on your free agency. He is now signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He is gone. Excuse me, I get it. Go get your ring, get your money. Go get your ring, get your money. You get a ring. In the NFL, you only need one. I tell you all the time, Major League Baseball, you need a couple, right? NHL, Lord Stanley. Your Lord Stanley Cups, you must have 2 or 3 of them. So you need about 2 or 3 in them, right? You can't just get one. NBA championships, like, come on, Bill Russell's got 11, right? Jordan's got 6. Kobe's got 5. Duncan's got 5. Magic's got 5. And to me, that's where 6 and 5, you got to be in that area. Super Bowl? 1. Brett Favre, great quarterback. 1. Aaron Rodgers, great quarterback. 1. Right? There's people, you get 1. That's all you need. You can have a shitty rest of your career. Got a Super Bowl ring. Trent Dilfer has a Super Bowl ring. Brad Johnson has a Super Bowl ring. Mark Rippon has a Super Bowl ring. Doug Williams has a Super Bowl ring. There's a Joe Flacco. Uncle Flax, what's up, baby? You still on the free agent list. Did you sign with anybody, Joe? Not yet. No wonder. You're like 40-something. Listen, I get it. You sparked something in Cleveland a few years ago. It felt good because they had all that Deshaun Watson stuff going on. I think they just need to cut that guy at that point right there. Real quick sidebar. Cleveland, do yourself a favor. You have a top pick this year. Go get your quarterback, and I would just cut him. You guys keep trying to restructure this contract. Just cut him. Listen, I'm not there. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I was not in none of those events that he was in. But I do look at karma in life. And I do look at what shakes out after big events in your life happen, whether you did something or was accused of, whatever the case may be. It's not gone well for Deshaun Watson. The cat's out of the bag. The elephant's in the room. We all know it. Like I said, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. But I'm watching your life afterwards, bruh, and it's not good. And at this point, if I'm Cleveland, cut the money. Listen, you're a billionaire. You're going to have to eat that $180, $170 million. You're going to have to eat that because it's not helping your business. It's not helping your franchise. And you just paid Myles Garrett, the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. You're going to have to put new pieces there. If I'm the Cleveland Browns, cut him. I bet you this. If you cut him, see who else signs him. If you cut him, just see who else signs him. And you'll know whether you made the right decision or not. And I'm just saying, I just look at life. I'm just looking at life, man. I'm manifesting life. And right now, I wasn't there. But I just see how your life is manifesting and going after the fact, man. So if I'm Cleveland, I would let him go. And Flacco was there and got them to a playoff game and stuff. But I'm not sure if that can continue. But Flacco has a Super Bowl ring. So you only need 1 Super Bowl ring when you're in the NFL, right? So you look at some of these quarterbacks that are still available right now. Sam Darnold signed with the Seahawks. To me, that's an I don't care move. You do have some weapons there. Jackson Smith and Jigba is legit, the receiver at Ohio State. I think they moved on from Tyler, and they're trying to trade DK, right? Okay, so you know that you don't have the weapons you had in Minnesota. Minnesota was an anomaly. I get it. It went well, but it crashed at the end because once people said, okay, let's just stop trying to take everybody away. Take JJ away. Take the best receiver in football away, and let's see what this guy can do when he doesn't have that guy to kind of lean on and go to. And you saw it just crashed. Like the real Sam Darnold was like Slim Shady. Will the real Sam Darnold please stand up? And his ass stood up fast, and everybody saw exactly what he is and exactly what I've always said he was from day one. Justin Fields to them bum-ass Jets. I like this one right here, and it's because I like Justin Fields. Remember, Justin Fields was at Georgia before he was at Ohio State. Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence were in the same recruiting class coming out of high school. There was 1A and there was 1B. It wasn't 1-2. And the way they do it now with 24/7 Sports, I know one of the main scout guys over there. We've covered modern day football. We were actually at a game one night covering Bosco against modern day. The quarterbacks in that game, DJ Uiagalelei and Bryce Young. We're in the booth together covering that game together. He explained to me why they started doing that is because they want us to start ranking kids as pocket passers and then your mobile quarterback, because that is a real big thing in the NFL and football, period. Even in high school, on every level, everybody wants a quarterback that can move, unless you're just a 16-year-old Peyton Manning or you're a 17-year-old Andrew Luck. And there's none of those guys out here. Bosco's got a kid out here. It was a true freshman this year. This kid could be raw, but who knows what happens 3 years from now. But Justin Fields was top ranked coming out of high school. And the only reason why he didn't go to Clemson is because Trevor Lawrence picked Clemson first. That's the only reason why he didn't end up there. Ended up in Georgia, which is a powerhouse then end up transferring. You guys know the story from there. But he does get there with Garrett Wilson, a receiver that he played with in the horseshoe. So I like this move. Plus, Aaron Glenn. Listen, everybody knows how I feel about them bum-ass Jets. I don't have to hate on them right now because I like the moves that they're doing. And I don't think they're going to beat the Dolphins and be better than the Dolphins, win the Super Bowl anyway. Joe Namath and pantyhose is not walking through that door. That's not happening. But I like the moves they're making. This was one of them. Shout out to my man, JF. I've always liked Justin Fields. I've always been a fan of Justin Fields. I thought he got a raw deal in Pittsburgh, and now look what's happening with them. They didn't get that deal done. And this deal right here is 2 years and $40 million. That's good money. That's good money. And big level, big market. He going to make some endorsement money out there. And why, man? Justin Fields is one of the vanilla brothers. Light-skinned dude, good-looking guy out there, man. He going to make some money out there. I love that move for him. Another really big surprising move, too. Daniel Jones to the Colts and has been tagged. He will compete with Anthony Richardson for the starting job. He's not there as the backup. 1 year deal for $14 million. The receivers have been really, really dry, but they kind of been moving along. I called this one. I gotta tell you guys. I gotta do it. I got a victory lap. I told you guys, Davante Adams, if I was a certain team last year, I was in the elevator, leaving the game of a certain NFL team in Los Angeles, and we're all in the elevator talking about how this team needs a receiver because they're going to lose Cooper Kupp. I said, well, I don't know if Cooper Kupp is leaving, but if I am the Rams, you know a guy I might check on? Everybody looks around and they go, who? I said, Davante Adams. This is like in November. I was like, well, I said, yeah, because he's not going to stay with the Jets. They're going to get rid of Aaron Rodgers. That thing's done. They got to reset that. That thing's done. Big signing, man. Davante Adams to the Rams. 2 years, $46 million. Listen, don't get mad if I victory lap. What you should be mad at is that you didn't listen to me. And I'm sorry I'm the guy that's got to come back out and be like, told you so. That deal I thought was really good. The Valdez-Scantling also to Seattle too to help out Sam Darnold there at the receiver position. So those are just some of the few moves. We will tackle more NFL and more free agency stuff as we move on through the shows here on Infanity TV. VJ said what I said. So those are the ones that I really like to mention to you guys today. We'll get back more into it when you tune in next week. We're going to take a quick break, and I'm going to unleash. I got a surprise for you guys. I'm manifesting. I got a surprise. New segment coming up, man. VJ said what I said. VJ Vernosky, Big Vanilla Funny, Big Vanilla Sports Talk Poppy, Infanity TV. VJ Verna, Husky, the Big Vanilla Funny. Welcome back to VJ Said What I Said on Infanity TV. Also, don't forget to go follow me, the Big Vanilla Funny, on Instagram. My workouts, my comedy, my kids, my cooking, my shows, my football, my basketball. Everything is right there. My life is an open book. Now, not really. Some of y'all really be in people's business too much. All right. New segment alert. I've been working on this one for a while, and I want to introduce you guys to a segment where I'm going to point out something that I disagree with. Every week, I'll find something in the press and something in the news and sports that I disagree with, and we call this Flag on the Play. Flag on the play this week. Flag on the play. Right there. Mr. LeBron James, Mr. Stephen A. Smith, stop it. Stop it. Both of you, stop it. Cameron and Ocho Cinco, stop it. Mace Shannon Sharp, stop it. Kendrick Perkins, Charles Barkley, stop it. Stop it, gentlemen. This is not needed in the business. This is not needed among, and I'm going to just say, this is not needed among black men in this business, okay? We are not propped up to try to be the entertainment, to beef and go back and forth. And now I see people threatening each other. And when I see you, make sure you keep that same. Hey, both of y'all, I'm going to just say it. I'm going to clown for a second. I got to be the comedian. Can I be the comedian real quick? Both of y'all out of shape and fat as hell. Ain't neither one of y'all can last 10 seconds in the fight. Charles Barkley and Kendrick Perkins, please sign for them to fight. Please sign for them to put on some boxing gloves and fight. That fight ain't lasting 15 damn seconds. And here you guys are on TV, taking away from what could be really beautiful in our business. And I'm a guy that's going to speak out now about it because I see everybody else getting revved up in it. Oh, well, what side are you? I'm on neither one of them side. I was there. We were there. Everyone here, that's right. We were there. When LeBron James walked up to him, we were right there covering the game. It's not needed. If you had something to say, you should have just pulled him aside. You're a billionaire, bro. You don't need that. I get it. You look cool. You look tough. You look like you weren't doing. No. The dad thing, whatever. Stephen A. Smith, he felt like you said something personal about his son. You kind of did. I'm coming to you as a father. You don't have to come to him as a father. I've battled my own dad about thinking he could come to me as a father. Like, hold up now. I respect you and love you, Dad, but at the end of the day, I'm a grown-ass man. And I'm handling my stuff as a father the way I see fit to handle it as a father. And that was my own dad. So I could feel LeBron, like, you're feeling some way about that. But I just thought the way it all played out. And then you go sit on a podcast. And then you got, like, stop. Just stop. It's not needed in this business. It takes away from us talking about the real stuff, right? Like Luka having 45 the other night. They lost the game. But Luka kind of looked like he back to Luka right now. Let's talk about that. And I'm saying, like I said, they lost the game against a bad Nets team, but they lost at home to the Hornets. I was there that night. Like they good teams lose some nights, sometimes the bad team. I remember I believe the 72 win Bulls team. I think lost one game that year. I believe it was the Wizards or the Bullets, but it was somebody bad. Like you lose to bad teams where you're good. But there's other stuff in the NBA that I think these guys can all come together and talk about. Really, there's other stuff. There's so many. SGA, what he's doing for Oklahoma City right now, and I'll be honest with you. I'm late to the SGA party. I'm not going to lie. I'm late to the party. I knew he was good. I did not know he was this good. I knew he was good. It was almost like Donovan Mitchell, right? I knew Donovan Mitchell was good, but I never felt it went to another level. Brandon Roy, Anthony Edwards right now. Like, the kid could ball, but, bro, you're not Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade in his fourth year, excuse me, sir, he was leading his team to the conference finals and taking guys out. You got to a conference final, I think it was second round of conference finals last year. You ran out of gas. Like, there's so many storylines in this business, and there's so many ways that we can actually maybe come together and collab. Could y'all imagine if, like, some of the biggest names in this business, and I know the suits will never allow it to happen. I get that part of it. I'm just manifesting. But wouldn't it be cool if a lot of these big names like all came together and they had a panel and they were able to sell tickets? They could sell out a $10,000 seat theater and have guys like me or guys that came up the way I did pay to go sit and ask those guys questions on how did you get us. I've done that. I've gone and spoken at CSUN. I've gone and spoken at elementary schools and YMCAs. And you know what they asked me? How'd you get into radio, VJ? How'd you get into comedy, VJ? I did a comedy panel one time where I sat up there with other like really top-notch comedians, and people asked me, how'd I get to where I got? Instead of us up there fighting with each other and tweeting with each other and going back and forth, and when you see me, what? What you gonna do when you see me? You ain't gonna do a damn thing when you see me. So stop saying when you see me, because if you wanted to see me, you could come see me, but you don't. I just think that stuff needs to just quit, man. I'm gonna blow the flag on the play, y'all. Let's get this out of our industry. It's not fun. It's not. Why can't y'all all be like Coach Prime? Have you guys seen Coach Prime's? Have you seen his podcast? That thing, it's Rossi. It's with Rossi, the old light-skinned girl that was on 106 in Park. Two people that are coming together. It's not the Breakfast Club. Well, let's bring people in and sit them down and see if we can get the gossip and go viral. Let's get rid of this stuff, man. I'm serious. And maybe I'm just the old guy now at the barbershop. You know, maybe I'm just the get off my lawn. I don't mind being a get off my lawn guy, because I was out in that damn sun all day Saturday. Yo ass wasn't out there. I was doing out there fertilizing and edging and mowing and weed whacking and putting down fertilizer in the grass. I was doing that. Yo ass wasn't out there. So yes, get the hell off my grass. It's not an old man thing. That's you didn't help with this. Right, like back in the day, you can't get none of this drink. You ain't putting it on this bottle. You can't get no taps to your cup. We all know those type of real unwritten rules in life. Let's apply them to the sports talk business, man. That hurt me to really see all week long. And I watched a lot of it. I did. I watched a lot of it. I wanted to hear the reasons. Well, I did it because I mean this. Well, I believe they did this. Like, oh no, he made it personal. I mean, Rick Bucher's talking about it. He's white. Asked him about it on the Doug Gottlieb show. That's how this thing spread. Stop it. Let's get back to talking sports. Let's get back to having fun. Let's get back to I was right. You missed. I got it. Let's get back to that without everybody getting in their feelings and without everybody getting all sensitive about it. Something else in this business. Let's get the sensitivity out of it. We all talk shit. We all think we know what we're talking about. We all think we're right. Everyone in this business thinks they know what they're talking about, right? But if you don't, then get the hell out. You got no business here. It's okay to be right and be able to say, and it's okay to be wrong and be like, ugh. Just like when I thought O.J. Mayo, I told Jeff this. I thought O.J. Mayo was going to be Kobe Bryant. Oh, my God. I thought Quincy Carter was going to be Randall Cunningham. I've been so wrong on things. But I've been right on a lot of things also, too, man. So that's this week's flag on the play. All my brothers in the business, guys, let's do this together. Let's manifest some better things, some better sports talk, man. And what I'm going to manifest next is some NBA news for you guys. I want to talk about a few teams sliding, a few teams moving up. What are we going to see here with the playoffs? You guys already know what I think my finals might be. There might be a team that can upset the apple cart, as one legendary columnist once told me. All that and more coming up. VJs, I said what I said, Infanity TV. Y'all come back. Sit tight. This is my new move. All right, man. VJ said what I said on Infanity TV. As always, make sure you follow us on YouTube, Infanity TV. Make sure you follow me, Moi, on Instagram, The Big Vanilla Funny. The Big Vanilla Funny. It's like a Tribe Called Quest. You got to say the whole thing. Shout out to my man Pip named Slickback. All right, NBA news and noise. Just some things I want to talk about today. Great slate. Last night and even today, you guys tuning in on Saturday morning. Great slate tonight. My Pistons sitting at 37-30. Big test for us at home against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, I told you guys, was that about 3 weeks ago? Yeah, about 3 weeks ago, the Pistons are going to win a playoff series this year. Now, I got a caveat to that now. The only team I don't want the Pistons to see in the first round is I want the Pistons to see the Milwaukee Bucks. Because Dame and Giannis look like they in their bag right now. Them two cats now, Kuz might give you a little sauce, but them two right now, I don't know if I want my man Motorcade Cunningham to have to battle that as a young buck. Because, like his best sidekick is Jalen Duren, or it could be Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris is a veteran. He's been deep in the playoffs in his career before. He knows what that moment feels like, a game 2 on the road. You should have got game 1, but you're in game 2. Everybody thinks you're going to get blown out, and you're hung in there, and it's a 3-4 point game with 2 minutes left, 3 minutes. You can steal one. You need a guy that looks around and go, okay, I remember what this shit feels like. I remember what this feels like. I'm good. I remember this feel, but yo, K, yo, Motorcade, or that light-skinned dude in LA, he called you Motorcade. Motorcade, come here. All right, boom. You need that, right? You need that in any sport. But Giannis and Dame, the highest scoring duo in the NBA, this looked like Kobe and Shaq. Like, seriously. This looks like Kobe. People forget years where Kobe and Shaq were both averaging over 27 points a game. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, it was bonkers. What them two was doing was crazy. Listen, what they were doing scoring-wise was even more than than Mike and Scotty. Scotty was such an Army Swiss knife and such a utility guy. He didn't have to average a lot of points. I believe with the Bulls, if I'm not mistaken, Scottie Pippen averaged 20 points maybe once or twice with Jordan. I know the years he was gone, he took over. They played pretty well, won 50 plus games. But I find it hard to believe that my Pistons could beat them. Now, the Bucks and Pacers also play tonight, too. So that's another game that's going to help out that Eastern Conference right now. If you look at the 4, 5, and 6 seeds in the Eastern Conference between the Bucks sitting at 4, the Pacers at 5, and my Detroit basketball. Shout out to my man Mason. They're sitting at the 6 seed right now. There is only one game that separates those three teams. 18, 18 and a half, 19. Like, there's one game. So this stretch is going to be huge for my beloved Detroit Pistons. Honestly, y'all like how I just did that, right? This really did just turn into a Piston. This really did just turn into a Piston segment. I'm sorry, guys. We weren't going to talk NBA. What you going to do about it? You going to come to the show and you're going to make me, hey, dude, if you don't talk NBA, VJ, come on, man. All right. So when you do look at their schedule, so they got the Thunder. That's a winnable one, but like I just said a minute ago, SGA right now, this team is really, really good, guys. It's not a coincidence they won this many games. It's not a coincidence. This is a really good basketball team. Then they go on a roll against the Pelicans. I told people about Zion Williamson when he was at Duke. I did. I know there's flashes, guys, but there's something in sports called want. Just like relationships. All right, let's do that. I'll give you guys one life lesson today. I've been trying to stay away from the life lessons. I'll give you one. You have to want it. And you have to have somebody to want you for it to work. You gotta want it. And you gotta want somebody. The want matters. That's not gonna work. The want matters. In sports, the want matters. Jordan wanted to kill you. Kobe wanted to. Allen Iverson says it right, and I'm gonna give y'all my Allen Iverson impression. Y'all seen this video clip? I don't understand how y'all put LeBron past Kobe. And man, what? Kobe was a killer, certified sadistic killer, and he wanted that. Like, he didn't want to let you up. He didn't want to let you believe that you were good. He didn't want. And listen, I'm competitive like that. As funny as I get older, you get in these pockets of life where people try to drain that from you. In this business, I respect everybody I come across. Can't nobody ever say they met me in this business and I wasn't mannerable. I didn't show class. I wasn't funny. I wasn't personable. They couldn't come up and talk to me. But I want to know. I want to know that I'll crush you. Sit next to me on any station, on any level, talking anything, and cut the red light on and put the mic in front of us and let's go. It might be a great even tie when we walk out this, but I want you to know that you're dealing with somebody real in this, that you're dealing with somebody with talent, that you're dealing with somebody that's not trying to be famous. I don't care about famous. I don't care about viral. I don't care about none of that shit. I don't care about that. I want to talk this, though, and who can do this the best. We all can sit and narrate something. We all can sit and pluck on the same story time. You think I can't do a Kobe and Jordan and LeBron show? Please, man. Are you kidding me? The stats, the notebooks I have at home, that the stats and numbers I don't hear anybody else ever use and say. Dead serious, okay? But back to these Pistons, but I tried to tell y'all about Zion Williamson. So they got the Pelicans, Heat, Mavericks, and Pelicans getting home. Spurs, Cavs, T-Wolves. That's how they're going to end out March. The Pistons can win 11 of these. They could get 11 of these games in there and get to that 4th seed, but I want to avoid I ain't gonna lie. I want to avoid the Bucks. Another team I want to talk about. I'm really trying to figure. Let's go home real fast. I'm just really trying to figure out the Lakers. I actually told two people that what the Lakers couldn't afford at this point was injuries, and then Austin went down and was day to day with the calf, right? But came back. But Rue, they had LeBron go down, and there's somebody else that was out the other night too. Oh, Jackson Hayes. Like it's getting attrition in health in sports is just as it means just as much as your 3-point percentage, your passing percentage, how many sacks you get, your on-base percentage, how many times you walk, as opposed to how many times you get hit. Like you being healthy is everything. Your team being healthy at the right time is everything. The Philadelphia Eagles started the Super Bowl with 4 of the 5 linemen that started the season. There's one guy out. Okay, cool. We can plug a guy in, but at least we got 4 of them hog mollies up front, them big uglies up front. We good. Started with the same quarterback, same receivers, same D-line, same running back. Everybody was there. No one was missing from the Super Bowl. No one was on the injury report. No one was banged up. Kobe and Shaq. Shaq cut his hand on the glass at home or had surgery late on the toe, or Kobe had the shoulder, broke the hand. You guys remember Kobe broke the hand and was trying to figure out how he could play left-handed? But when May came around, Kobe and Shaq, Mike and Scotty, Mike and Zadi, Isaiah and Dumars, Duncan and his crew, attrition is important. And the Lakers are running into some attrition problems. On the bright side, though, I said it a few weeks ago, I say it again. I think J.J. Redick's doing a really good job, and I didn't expect it this fast, this soon. Luka looked like Luka again. 45 in a loss, I get it. But he could have went out and had 22 and shot 7 of 28, and everybody, LeBron's gone. He didn't. Luka's like, no, I'm going to try to win this game by myself. I'll go for 45 if I can. So, interesting things, too. Also, one quick NBA note before we go to commercial break and finish up with a Mamba moment. Golden State Warriors. Nobody's talking about the Golden State Warriors. 9-1 in their last 10. They won 6 in a row. That Jimmy Butler trade. Listen, guys, Golden State Warriors, right now in the first round, they would be playing the Denver Nuggets. Playoffs are going to be bananas, guys. We'll get more into it. This is still early, mid-March. We got some college stuff to get into next week with the tournament all. But when we come back, we're going to wrap up today's beautiful, explosive, glorious, manifesting show with our Mamba moment. VJ said what I said, Infanity TV. Yes, sir. VJ Vernon, getting Big Vanilla Funny, the Big Vanilla Sports Talk Poppy. VJ said what I said, Infanity TV, man. Wrapping up today's show. Today was a great show. I had a lot of fun today. Quick sidebar for you guys, quick behind the scenes. I normally have notes. You guys know me. I mean notes, right? Highlight, different colors, all that. No notes today, man. I wanted to actually really come in the studio and just do the show off the cuff. I gave the great CEO and producer here, Jeff, the show as I sat down in the chair to start the setup and get the mics and all that stuff going. So I thought it went fun. I thought it went well. We might do this a little more, too, because it feels a lot more free-flowing, and I like the free flow and not be handcuffed so much. That's something else I'm manifesting in my life right now. All right, so time for my favorite part of the show, the Mamba moment. And this week's Mamba moment has nothing to do with Kobe playing basketball. But because Luka is a Laker now, and there's a new mural that was just debuted, now I think it's over 5,000 murals of Kobe all over LA. And people are like, 5,000? Yes, that's a lot. Worldwide, it's in the tens. Like, worldwide, there's murals of Kobe everywhere. Don't tell me somebody was in Kobe's era, it was more popular than Kobe Bryant. Michael Jordan's not his era. In Kobe's era, no one's more popular than Kobe Bryant. But a new mural was revealed recently here in Los Angeles of when Luka turned around to Kobe, and Kobe's there with Gigi, and they have that embrace and they have that dap. That picture that is captured, it is now a mural, very, very well done. I would love to get the artist's name who did that too and get him some love too. Was unveiled this week. And that moment, there's a real backstory to it. Some of you may know it, but if you don't, this is my Mamba moment to just show you the Mamba mentality and how Kobe used to manifest things himself. Kobe learned Slovenia to trash talk Luka at that game. He knew he was going to go see Luka. You know Luka's balling. He follows ball. Kobe is a savant. Like, you don't know more basketball than Kobe. Like, that's how I feel like about sports talk. Like, you don't know more than me, okay? I'm a savant, even though that's not true. But it's a confidence thing, right? Somebody probably knows more basketball than Kobe, but not to him. That's fine. Kobe learns Slovenia. Him and Gigi go to the game. Luka says he's there about to inbound the ball, and he can hear someone trash talking him down in his native language. And he said he finally got tired of it. And when he went over there to inbound the ball, he goes, because I saw it was Kobe, but I didn't think it was him. I'm looking at the other people around. But one time he's inbounding the ball, he turns to see who it is, and it's Kobe Bryant. He had learned Slovenia to trash talk. Knew he was coming to the game. Knew that was a game him and Gigi was going to be. And when you're Kobe Bryant, your schedule's busy. You don't just, I don't have anything to do today. I'll go to the game. No, he knew, man, I want to see that boy. When that boy come through, all right, that night, block that off, blah, 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 blah. Remember, at this time, he's doing their basketball. He's winning Oscars. He's doing all types of stuff. Him and Vanessa built a whole neighborhood, a complex for homeless people out here. A lot of stuff they don't tell you guys, but it's cool. It's cool. He up there, he know. So, Luka talks about that moment where he turns his Kobe Bryant trash talking to him. Can you think about the mentality you have to actually learn a language that no one else in the arena, unless they're from there or they're a translator to help him do post-game, spoke that language for Kobe Bryant to learn just enough of it leading up to that game to set your mind to go, okay, that game's 3 weeks away. For an hour a day, somebody get me a Slovenia book. Like, once again, when you're Kobe, you can just make hey, I need a Slovenia tape. Yeah, I want these words, blah, blah. These are the words I need, phrases I need, blah, blah. I'm going to learn how to do this. The reason why that's so impressive to me, too, is another thing I have here about Kobe is, you guys have heard the story where Kobe learned to play Beethoven's Midnight Sonata by ear to play for Vanessa. And it's what Alicia Keys plays at his memorial and then Staples, which is now crypto.com. That's the type of person, that's the type of manifesting, that's the type of mamba mentality, the type of thought process, the type of want that Kobe Bryant used to display time and time and time and time again. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. You know what I'm really ready to do? I told you guys I was kind of done with the GOAT list stuff. I did. I said I'm done. I don't need to. But I feel Kobe Bryant needs more voices because he's not here to defend himself. And I can't stand that. I can't stand when somebody's not around to defend himself. And Kobe's not here to defend himself. And Rick Bucher just said this also, too, over on Network. I'm over at Fox Sports Radio and FS1, that this conversation got hijacked. This GOAT conversation really got hijacked because there was a guy that decided to create an agency and then take former players and different journalists or different TV or radio personalities and pay them exorbitant fees to then go to these networks and then push their story and their narrative and erase a guy. Try to really erase a guy. And I can't do it anymore. And I never did it, but I can't stand for it. I'll say that. I can't stand for it. I can't manifest that no more. I'm actually really ready to jump back in. Not right now, but down the line. I'm just planting seeds. It's raining out here in LA today. Big West Coast storm coming through. Well, they call it a storm. Back east to us, this is a Sunday after church rain that's going on right now. Here, it's like, oh my God, buy all the water and the $11 eggs out of Ralph's in the grocery store. But I think I'm ready to jump back in this because the disrespect that Kobe Bryant gets is starting to really piss me off. Because now it feels like it's just being done because that's what everybody's doing. Right? It's like OnlyFans. I know there's at least 40% of those accounts of those women that don't really want that account. They didn't really want to do that. They didn't. I can't believe it. They didn't want to do that. But it's kind of like what you do now. If you want money or you don't want to work or you want to do, you want to just follow the crowds, it's kind of what you do. It's like a TikTok. I don't have a TikTok. People say, VJ, you need a TikTok. Why? Everybody has one. That's why I don't. That's why I don't, because everybody does. And everybody just has Jordan and LeBron. Not no more. Shout out to AI. Shout out to Kenyon Martin. Shout out to Rashad McCann's Tar Heel. Shout out to guys like that that's been keeping Kobe's name alive. But I'm telling y'all right now, I'm about to throw my name in that ring. I'm coming back. I'm not running from that. I'm not running a place you get a lot of clicks and views. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. See, y'all thought I was going to try to sell out like that. I ain't going out there. But I'm jumping back in this Kobe thing. Kobe Bryant, Mamba moment. Learn Slovenia, the trash talk Luka. Learn how to play Beethoven's Midnight Sonata to play it for his wife. That's some romantic shit right there. I'm going to try some of that too. I'm going to try to learn to play something. And play me for a woman or something. Anything like that. Anyway, listen, guys. Great show today. As always, I want to thank you all for tuning in, man. VJ said what I said. Infanity TV. Y'all know y'all can catch me around town in crypto at the Laker games. Don't forget my pre and post game on Infanity TV for their Laker show over there also too. Big stuff happening here. Big stuff coming here. Guys, manifest. Manifest, 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 manifest. All right? Infanity TV, guys. VJ said what I said. Be good. And if you can't be good, at least be good at it. I'll see you guys next week, man. God bless.